Hello, hello. How we doing? Hope everyone's doing all right this evening. Just getting going here. I got some ghost iron bars being crafted, doing some soul farming. Got some auctions to check in on. Sales have been feeling pretty painful though recently. It's been kind of unfortunate. I wonder what the bags are going for right now. Probably nothing great. Oh, I guess they got a little bit reset. Okay, they could theoretically be entirely reset right now. Let's give it a shot. I'm curious what TSM tries to list them for. I guess I'll take it. I feel like if they're listed too high, then there's not a chance. This character's like super not geared, so it's kind of painful sometimes if I don't get procs. Alright, there we go. Mr. Savik, what's going on, my friend? Welcome in. How are you doing today? It is a relaxed evening here for me. Like it says in the title, just kind of, doing a lot of random things. But I do want to look at possibly trying to get some transmutes for Trillium and whatnot going. And we could also take a peep at the sheet that I'm working on that is going to be available. Yeah, so we got all kinds of options. Uh-oh. Good, how are you? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm doing really well. I feel like you can't hear any music. Okay, that should be better. Okay, so I did post a video earlier today on soul farming. Not a new, but what would you call it? It's not a new farm, but like I made a video about like, you know, the whole process, what to expect, what kind of loot you are going for, that kind of thing. So it's posted in Discord if you want to check that out. Otherwise, it's just on the YouTube. You could always do the exclamation point command, YouTube, and that should give you a link to the channel. But that's exactly what I'm doing right here, is the soul farming. Necro, what's going on, my friend? How are you doing today? All right. Right on. Hopefully that's a good thing. Or I guess maybe it's just an all right thing. Like you had an all right day and it was all right. All right. I got to get into the whole mode here. I feel like I'm like out of it right now. It was a long day, long work day. Lots of meetings. Lots of just, random shit that I had to do. So I've got some stuff crafting right now. Like I mentioned, I've got ghost iron bars going. We don't have to obviously do the whole thing for us to kind of move on to the next process or the next step in the process. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But I do have, excuse me. So I have this sheet that I've been working on. I shared a picture of this sheet in Discord. And I haven't done a whole lot since in regards to building it out. But I'm trying to make it as understandable as possible. So I don't know if anybody is willing to Like if you were to look at this, would you be able to figure out like what's going on? Because all you'd have to do is update the prices in this yellow section here, and it'll give you the results for profitability, for prospecting, for crushing, for unraveling. And I was thinking about making a section for possibly milling. But milling can be like kind of challenging because it's like, you know, you could specifically mill like shimmering pigment and probably be profitable, or you would definitely be profitable, but you would probably be, you'd probably have a solid sell rate. But with all the other pigments, it's kind of a competitive or just not necessarily fast moving thing from my experience. But I also don't try to sell pigments a whole lot, so I don't know. It would be worth having the info just from the standpoint of like, let's say you're wanting to do ink crafting, and you look at the prices of pigments and you're like, oh, they're kind of expensive. Like how much would they be if I were to just mill them? Like you'd be able to get that info from the same sheet as like if you were gonna, you know, mill with the intention to sell the pigments. And that's like why in the unraveling section up here, I just went ahead and added the price per rousing. So like if you want to do unraveling with the intention of converting the rousing frost into chilled runes, like this will tell you what when you update the prices over here, well specifically in this section, it'll just automatically give you an idea of what you'll be getting each rousing for. So that's just like a nice little handy thing that I use in my current crafting, and so I was like, well, I could just add that to the sheet, and then you just know. So it would be the same idea for the milling section. So I might do that, but I did create a copy of this sheet because I was thinking like I could always put out what I currently have, and then as I like add new sections or whatever, I can just update the sheet on like the link in Discord or something like that. That's the idea. Oh my gosh, just got a thing from BattleNet to let me turn on Dark Reader. There we go. That should make it a bit easier on you. My apologies. So yeah, we've got some options. One thing I was doing, actually, I know what we could. I don't know if anybody here will be able to help me with this. I don't know what client I'm looking for. There it is. So I started looking into Legion engineering, and I wanted to get the Mecha Bond imprint something craft, and it requires Blood of Sargeras or Sargeras. So I was like researching in how to get that, and you have to use it. I think it's called a Curious Coin or something. And you'd have to do like random content within the Legion zone to get a Curious Coin. So I came to this zone and I did 4 world quests, enough to complete the whatever this thing is called down here, the emissary. And I had the quest to come in and turn it in here, but there's nobody down here. There was no NPCs or anything. So I assume maybe I just didn't do quest progress to unlock this. But I just wouldn't even begin to know how to do that. But I suppose there are other ways that I can get that curious coin. But I forget exactly how. I should probably look. Is it the curious coin? Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of different options for getting a curious coin. I just don't know which would be easiest to do. You can get bloods by doing anything in the expansion. Yeah, so I was curious about that too, because I saw that other people like Canada would have world quests that would give them like a shit ton of Bloods of Sargeras, but the world quests that I've seen only give me one. So I don't know if that's also like I need reputation to get more or what. But I did try doing a dungeon, and I got a Blood of Sargeras dropped off of a couple of the bosses. Daily emissary cache. Well, I don't know if I can do other emissaries because I don't think I've done any of the content in the zones. So that sucks. Is this content soloable? I think I could do a raid. Is like the normal raid soloable? Fastest, I'd say, is probably a group farm. And sorry, so Necro, I just want to confirm. Are you saying for the Bloods of Sargeras or the Curious Coin? For the mining herbing. Bloods, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, the first thing I need is the Curious Coin. But I think you were saying yeah to me asking if the raid is soloable. So maybe I could go into this raid and just pray I get a Curious Coin?
What the hell are you on?
What the hell are you on?
Have you been smoking some funny cigarettes or something?
Begasaur. Begasaur. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. If you have any questions about gold making, please feel free to ask. But yeah, thank you again for following. It's very nice of you. All right. Well, I guess I don't even know these raids. Like, I didn't do this content, so that's why I'm struggling with any of this or with all of this. Is this raid down like underground like the dungeon is? Ugh, gross. That's the only other raid. The raid is practically next to the dungeon. If you can play some caches, that would probably give some too. Yeah. The wardens. Where is that? Oops. Okay, what about that one? All right, well, if I do this emissary, it's going to have me turn it in where I just was, and I don't have any of the NPCs in that zone available. And it's not entirely clear how I unlock that. Wardens is everywhere. Oh, okay. Oh. All right, well, let's try that then. Oops. Ah, okay. So that's wardens. Cool. Thank you, Necro. I will figure this out someday. I probably should have done some research. But whatever. As far as Suramar stuff, I don't... Oh, you know what? Maybe I need to do is turn on tracking trivial quests. I'm sure that would make a difference because it didn't seem like there was anything for me to do there, but I probably didn't have trivial quests on. So that's probably what the issue is. Yeah, trivial would help. Yeah, I think so. Oh, wait, I do have trivial. Maybe I just wasn't looking. We'll swing by there right now. I think it's this place, right? Oh, maybe there's no trivial quests because creating this town hasn't been done in the quest line yet. I'm sure that's probably what it is. Maybe that's like where you have to start off. Let's search it. Not very last stand. I don't know. Well, let's go try the wardens. Let's see if the wardens let us down. I mean, the one or two quests in each zone have to be like zone starting quests, right? Like that would make the most sense. But I feel like Blizzard doesn't oftentimes do things that make sense. So I don't know. Ibrahim, thanks for the soul tip video. It was very well crafted. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you to say. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Happy to help out with whatever. Do I have to do something? Nope, just kill him. Okay. Easy peasy. All right. I turn this into a place I've never discovered. That's not very promising. But we're off. Synthetic, welcome in. Thanks for chatting. If you plan on going back and doing old quests, there's a dope add-on called WoW Pro that will point you in the right direction to start, or allow you to follow full zone guide if you're into that. Oh, interesting. Okay. That honestly might be worth looking into. I don't like totally plan on doing like this. The stream isn't about. Well, I'm not about like just like doing old content just to do old content. But it's a gold making stream and I'm trying to expand and learn new stuff. And a lot of the new stuff that I want to learn is old content, which is going to require me to do zone quests and whatnot to get areas unlocked. So I appreciate that advice, Synthetic. I'm going to write that add-on. Add-on. Okay. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget it.
What the hell are you on?
What the hell are
Have
you
you
on?
been smoking some funny cigarettes or something?
Sorry. Cardfrack, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. But yeah, thank you so much for following. That's very nice of you. You can either accept the Suramar introductory quest from Khadgar's Discovery from there, or you can visit the new Dalaran, where an alternative version of the quest will be offered automatically once you receive the distress signal from Ark. Okay, shit. Thank you, Necro. It's kind of like the Rest XP one, but free and open source, unlocking old refs. Cool. Okay, awesome. Thank you again. That's very nice of you, Synthetic. Cartfreck, hello. Again, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. very nice of you to pop in. Abraham, well, I cannot ask questions since you are very well focused. Several character accounts. I do not even find some time for my one and only alt. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. But the entire point that reason I'm streaming is to share it. To like talk about what I'm doing with other people and whatnot. So, no curious coins. So if you do have questions, please feel free to ask. But feel free to not to. It's up to you. Khadgar's discovery. So I think Khadgar. Is that what the quest is called? Khadgar's discovery. No. Let me look up where Khadgar's discovery is. From Dalaran. Okay, so I'm gonna cruise up there. Ooh, this is almost done. Sweet. Yeah, Violet Citadel. He has lots of quests there. Okay, cool. Thank you. I remember. I loved Dalaran. This was such a cool city. Have I done it? Oh, I have. Have I done the final quest in the chain? No. How about the 6th? Okay, how about the 2nd? Okay, and the 3rd? Sorry if you guys are yelling at me. Okay. Magic message. Oh, yeah, you guys are probably like, that's it. Magic message. Yep. Okay. See, thank you, Card Freck. Okay. I know professions were so easy before. We can 100% almost any profession just by buying the mats. But now 20 plus renowns, lots of rare raid recipe, and even PvP. They have to redesign it from scratch, but do you think it's fair? Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe this isn't the hottest take, but I think the current like crafting system is fantastic. I think it made it so much more in depth for people that do like gold making stuff. Um, and so, yeah, I think it's great. And it made it, there's a bit more of a barrier of entry. It's not like crazy, but there's a bit of a learning curve to it. So there's a bit of a barrier of entry because of that. And so, not everybody is just doing professions. Like it just, some people naturally are not going to do them because they're a little bit more difficult. Um, but I think they're great. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. What? Oh, duh. Crafting at max level has always been locked behind things like rep, old mates dreaming. Yeah, I mean, it used to be like way easier to get like max rank in a profession, which I think maybe Ibrahim is more so talking about. Is just like it used to be so easy to get, not necessarily like all the recipes, but like max rank and crafting. Everything that you can craft is just like max, which is a bit more of the challenge now. Getting skill level 100 from 50 was a royal pain in the ass. Yeah. Sorry, I know you guys are probably sitting at ads, so I'm just waiting. Most of you, at least. Okay, sorry about that. Welcome back. So Cardfrack, you were saying, well, really quick. So synthetic, I think ad might have started before I finished what I was entirely saying, but I think what Ibrahim was more so referring to was just like it used to be easy to get your profession from brand new to the max skill. Not so much necessarily like all of the recipes in particular, but that's just like an added thing now. Like it's a much bigger challenge to get to the max skill, and then on top of that, you still have the rep grinds for the best piece or the best recipes and that kind of thing. So and then also like now there's so much more depth to like the product you're gonna have or like what you're crafting, like depending on what you're crafting, like most of the time there's gonna be actually I think all the time there's gonna be a quality, well, not necessarily all the time actually, but most of the time there's gonna be a quality to the item that you're crafting. So that's a whole nother factor, where it used to be with professions the only factor was the rep grind for recipes, or the grind in general for recipes. But now there's a whole other grind involved. I think and getting skill from to 100 from 50 was a royal pain in the ass. Yeah, it is for basically every profession. Inscription's actually incredibly easy, just expensive, but yeah. If I'm leveling alts with professions, I'm happy to get them to 50 and leave him there. Yeah, that's usually what I shoot for. At least for me, like the professions that I'm doing don't necessarily require me to be at max skill. So I just get them to whatever skill point they need. And actually, in most of my cases now, the alts that I'm creating, their skill doesn't matter because I'm just doing like the tailoring cloth cooldowns, and for those, it doesn't matter what rank cloth I get because the bags don't have a rank. So. Oh yeah, they have definitely added complexity to the system, and I absolutely agree. It has added barriers to entry in markets. It's also only complicated as reading a guide on Wowhead, though. So if anyone actually wants to do it, they can. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be fair if you know if not everybody could do it, I guess, right? Oh, hey, and look, we've got this unlocked. Who would have known? Not me. That's great. Yeah, everybody can absolutely do the professions now. I just think that like the barrier to entry is enough that for people that are lazy, it's enough of a barrier that they just won't do it. What do I have to do? Search. Okay. I don't know what this wants me to look at. Abraham, your perspective is right, but when I look at Craft Sim, almost 90% of the recipes either find on pickup or negative profit. Oh, what is this? Yeah, that is definitely a struggle. I think there is a lot of recipes right now that are not profitable. I would be curious to know exactly like what kind of things you're looking at, what markets you're in. When I look at Craft Sim, like there's a lot of recipes that are not profitable, but there's a lot of recipes that are that you can like just bang out. All right, what the hell am I supposed to do? Is that where I have to go? Maybe that is where I have to go. Or is there another staircase down somewhere? Roy, what's going on, my friend? How are you? You ever gonna try your hand at blacksmithing? If I had a reason to, yeah. From my experience, and I like, I know I've said I don't have a lot of experience. Oh, get close to those crystals, maybe. I know I've said I don't have like a lot of experience with blacksmithing, but I have a little bit, and the experience that I had was, oh, look at that. The experience that I did have with it was, it just didn't seem like it was something that was like super lucrative, from a commodity crafting standpoint. But I could be wrong. So if somebody came and said, it's definitely worth it, I would ask, tell me what's worth it. I believe you. But tell me what it is, and then I'll take a look into it. As an engineering main, getting to 100 hurt, it was either lots of money or lots of ore. Yeah. I have not gotten a single engineer to max. So I probably need to do these quests, like fully unlock this area, I bet. My hands are cold. You would think that the primal molten alloy would sell as good as ruined writhe bark. Maybe. I hadn't really considered that. And now I'm trying to think of like everything that primal molten alloy would be included in crafting wise. Maybe shovels. Yeah, I did do shovels. Like when I did try blacksmithing back towards the beginning of Dragonflight. But the sell rates were just like, I don't know. I think that like there was just maybe too much competition on my server, and the profit just didn't seem like super profitable. I think I was also kind of a novice when it came to crafting and didn't really totally understand the importance of like resourcefulness and like maxing that out and whatnot. Maybe it's something that I could just start looking into for fun. Alloy crafting is probably the route I would go. But I was kind of concerned that alloy crafting was going to be similar to a lot of the bolts or similar to how bolts are for tailoring. Like the Inferius bolts, for example. I haven't found a time when the Inferius bolts are worth it. It's just like taunting me with the fact that I didn't get to turn that in. Why do you want to unlock Suramar? Great question. So the reason I'm trying to unlock Suramar is because I am trying to get a curious coin so I can buy the engineering recipe, which is the Mecha Bond imprint matrix. So this is something that hunters use to be able to tame and track pets in the mechanical family. And so its value on my server is 11,000 gold. So if this is something that I can just like, and the reason that it's priced at 11,000 gold is because you need Bloods of Sargeras. And so there's not many people farming Bloods of Sargeras. So if you go out and do, some content for Bloods of Sargeras, then you can make these. But the other challenge is, to get this recipe, I need a curious coin. And so I was looking, and one of the ways to get a curious coin is by doing the emissaries. And so the other day I came out here, did this zone's emissary, came here to turn it in, and this cave was abandoned. And so I couldn't turn it in. And now there's a new emissary for this zone. So I'm going to do it, and I'll be able to turn it in this time. And we will pray that we get a curious coin. Oh, good call, Necro. Yeah, you're probably right. More so that bloods of Sargeras are bind on pickup. So, like, if you wanted to mass produce them, you would have to have a bunch of engineers with that recipe to be able to go out and farm them. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here. Soothe target, withered, send them. Oh, nice. You have that, the Mecha Bond imprint matrix on your hunters. I think if you get 150 curious coins, that same vendor has a turtle mount. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Oh, maybe this is what I have to do. There we go. All right, how did I find that guy? Roy, oh wow, I might try this on my engineer since I got the next 3 days off. Might be lucrative. Yeah, you absolutely should. I've been there's a lot of engineering stuff you should look into for gold making. Definitely get set up with like the depleted Kypyrium rocket, geosynchronous world spinner. You could even look into doing the Mecha Mogul MK2 if you want to farm the mother load. I'm probably going to do that eventually. So, yeah, there's a lot of different things that you can craft with engineering that are super worth it. Oh, that makes it easier. Invalid target my ass. I've been wondering if World War One with warbands will help on Soldan stuff. Maybe I read that wrong, or maybe it meant War Within. I've been wondering if Wind and Walk. I don't know. War Within. Oh, okay. Duh. I've been wondering if War Within with war bands will help with Soldan stuff. I hope so. The warband thing looks so cool. I'm actually so excited to have that. The idea of like all of my characters being on a team just sounds awesome. One more. I don't think, no, that's not it. Or not one. Warforged. What? All right, 2 more Nightfallen. Bada bing, bada boom. Warbands and transmogs being farmed on not slow plate class will be great. Yeah. Yeah, there's just so many benefits to having like warbands. It just makes you wonder like why this wasn't something that they had earlier. But I mean, we'll take it now for sure. That's all done. So it's just a bunch of dudes I need to kill. I don't need to like loot anything. Just lightning strike them to death. Hey Dez, how are you? Good evening. Hope you had a good day. Welcome back. I'm currently leveling up a rogue with Inscription. Hell yeah. Inscription is an incredibly profitable profession, just looking at Dragonflight. And I'm starting to look at working backwards in terms of Inscription and try to get old glyph recipes and that kind of thing. So that's also an option and something I'd probably recommend doing as well. I'm trying to level a rogue too. Okay, right on. Are rogues like the flavor of the month right now? I've always thought rogues were cool just because, like, being able to completely avoid mobs and whatnot is just so convenient. Unsuspecting Hippo, welcome back. How are you doing, my friend? I'm trying to get the Mecha Bond imprint matrix recipe. But I need a curious coin to buy that, and I don't have a curious coin. So I am trying to unlock, I just worked towards and was successful in unlocking the main little zone or city in Suramar so that I can do the emissary and hope I get a curious coin from that. Because I did the emissary quest a couple of days ago and I didn't have it unlocked yet, and so I lost the emissary. It was kind of disappointing. You should look up those books that dropped in Wrath that could teach you unlearned glyphs. Oh. That sounds neat. I don't know. There we go. Thought you could get away. I have lockboxes and I'm tired of asking others to unlock them. Well, that's fair point. Oh, I'm done with it actually. Sweet. Oh, nice. I think Legion dungeons have a good drop rate of them too. Oh, okay. Maybe I could just bang out Court of Stars. Can I do Court of Stars normal? Like back to back? And will that drop it? One thing to note about the books, I don't believe they teach anything past kata. Gotcha. Okay. I mean, anything they do teach is better than nothing, I suppose, right? Pandaria had an item you could craft that could teach you missing glyphs, too. Oh. Wonder what that's called. Come on, curious coin. Come on. Hey, look at that. Hell yeah. That's lucky. Or maybe it's not lucky. Maybe that's normal to get it fairly quickly, but I feel blessed. It's not coming? Okay, hell yeah. Raids and dungeons. Legion dropped those coins from bosses. Didn't have great drop chances. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I did do a dungeon with 0 luck, but that was only one thing. It was not very much time investment to get this recipe. I can say that much. Hell yeah. Now for Bloods, right? So maybe there's just not always like world quests up that drop a lot of Bloods. Is maybe that the thing? But my world quest tracker is just not showing me any, which would seem surprising, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Synthetic, at least so you don't have to level lockpicking anymore. Yeah, I remember those days. That's brutal. Like, is it worth? Would it be worth just farming a dungeon like on repeat for the Bloods? Or would it? Is it just worth like checking to see if there's any pop-in? Well, there was also a mission table from this expansion, right? That has possibility for Bloods, maybe. It is worth doing the dungeons. Okay. Is there any particular dungeon that's like easiest and quickest to do that is best? Trying to think. Blackrook Hold. I think this was just recently a dungeon in the Mythic Plus pool. You might have to have Legion Profession skill to see them. Oh. Yeah, that's a good point, Synthetic. I might I'll have to level up my Legion engineering here soon and see if maybe that changes anything. Maw of Souls. Or Eye of Ashara. Let's just go here because I don't know where either of those are. Maw of Souls. Stormheim. Am I crazy? I don't see it. Eye of Okay, what the hell? Why ain't I seeing these? It must be in here. Trying to figure out where this dungeon is. I can't figure it out. All right. I do know. Okay. I can't figure out where the entrance exactly is for Maw of Souls or Eye of Ashara. Like, it seems like both those, maybe they're hidden. Okay. Gotcha. So it's probably like either here, 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 or here. Dang it. And that dungeon must be there. Okay. Oh, cool. Thank you, Necro. All right, so that's the map pin. Oh. Yeah, that was way closer, wasn't it? And card. Oh, was I calling you Card Freck? In my dumb ass? If I was, I'm sorry, because it's obviously Card Freak. But Card Freak was probably taken, so you just got the next closest thing. Mob Souls is west of Vladsvival. What? Never ate soggy waffles. Okay, so there. Ah. Thank you, Necro. My man. Alright, did I train? Nice, okay. Get out of here. I don't know that I've ever been here before. Kill trash? Okay, thank you. Alright, I think must have been everything. Like I doubt I have to get those birds, right? It's just not super obvious where you go next. Get the birds, alright. Blow the horn. Oh. Neat. Oh, I feel so slow. I wish I had a speed set on this guy. Wish I was a druid. This is a strange dungeon. I have never done this dungeon before. Oh, is that not the boss? Oh, wait. Why does this look familiar? Is there an encounter that's similar to this? Or is maybe this encounter in, like, something else? Or maybe I've just done this dungeon before? And just don't remember. What is happening? Currency, what the? All right. Yeah, I definitely need to do that grind. I thought I hearthed. What the heck? I definitely need to do that grind, but not now. Because that looks painful. And I think I would want to first try leveling up my Legion engineering and see if that makes like higher earning whatever it's called. Higher earning Bloods world quests. I don't know that I've looked at what the attire available. Oh, that's where people are getting that. Okay. Neat. Interesting. Well, you got to get them out, right? Like, there's just no way you don't get this mount. Walk Nerf, what's going on, my friend? Welcome back. How you doing? We got them out. But everything else, I'm kind of like, no thanks. Whoa. I swear I opened that and got 300. Oh, I got a gift to unwrap. Oh, it can fly? What? Hell yeah. Alright, I gotta favorite it. P. One hour of double gathering on my druid, I was able to get 50 bloods. Okay, that's not bad. So then it'd be 1 hour of gathering for 25 bloods, because obviously I have engineering. I always do that. But lots of gold. Well, it takes 14, or it takes 20 bloods to craft the Mega Bond imprint, right? So it'd be basically an hour of farming to craft one, and one sells on my server for like 10 to 11k. Oh, you mean with the ore? Oh, I hadn't considered that fact. How much does the laystone sell for? And how's the sell rate? Is it pretty solid? I'm going to turn the camera off for just a little bit. You guys know the drill. All right. I'm excited to see how many trillion bars we're able to transmute. $10 gold per laystone. Okay, that's not bad. Where do you do that farming at? The other ores meh, and all the herbs are great. Oh, really? I've always kind of, I guess, this is probably a stupid assumption to have, but I always just assumed that any herbs were just not good now. I just assumed all herbs were botted, except for probably like the underwater ones from that one zone. I forget what it's called. Oh, I think it's called Val Shara, which is probably why you do that. I could be wrong, though. Because Dreamleaf doesn't sound like the herb that comes from the underwater zone I'm thinking of. But I also could be wrong. I could be just altogether, I could be wrong. Valshra, no, it's the Druid Foresty zone. Gotcha. Okay. Damn, we got 361 trillion bars we can transmute. So that'll be interesting to see. We had 36. Hold on. Okay, let's see where that goes. Oh, wait. Whatever. Fuck it. My brain isn't braining right now. Can you still get buttloads of Dreamleaf from the dungeon? Which dungeon? I think it's Legion glyphs that help the price, but to be honest. I don't know the reason for the mats. Do you know what that? I can't remember who was referring to it earlier, but do you remember what that? Or do you by chance know what the item is to teach you like all of the unknown glyphs? I'm Googling it. I am not seeing anything though. Oh, this is a beat you could bop to. You could beep to this bop. Oh, hey, some of the bags sold, but then I forgot about them. So that's not too good. Because I might have just been undercut back to the price that I bought them for. Okay, they're still profitable. Somebody dropped the price of Vial of the Sands down to what I bought these ones for. Actually, maybe it'd be worth looking how many they have listed. 11. Like this dude, he had to have gotten these Vial of the Sands from like... I don't know. Let me look it up. Hey, some bags are selling. I don't know. I'd be so curious to know where he had to have gotten them for like... I don't know. Fairly cheap. Let's see how our Swift Lovebird's doing. Jeez. I wonder if you could, like, this would be like such a risk. But if somebody had just like millions and millions of gold, if you just started buying up every single like Swift Lovebird you see for like under, I don't know, like under a certain, like you set a certain price and you're like, yeah, every Swift Lovebird under this price I'm gonna buy. You just take the time, you go to every server, do it. Like, I feel like you could, like, inflate the price of Swift Lovebird like crazy. Kind of like some sort of coin. And then the price would be super valuable. Because nobody would have any left in stock. You'd have to do it for a while because people would see them selling and lift or list the rest of their stock, but that's probably not a possibility, but be interesting. Wait, it wasn't Pandaria. It was classic inscription research. Making those research inks can help you find glyphs. Book of Glyph Mastery and that too. Oh, Pandaria has the Ink of Dreams research. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, okay. Thank you, guys. All right, this is still chugging along. The book can be bought on the auction house. Book of Glyph Mastery. Discovers a glyph recipe that uses ink of the sea. Oh, this is a region-wide item. Gotcha, okay. It's crazy. There's like none of them available on the auction house. Is it something that is crafted or how is it obtained? It just drops. Gotcha. I started watching the movie Oppenheimer last night. I haven't finished it. It's a long ass movie, but it's pretty damn good so far. I'm like halfway through. Easy peasy. Got the airy soul. Last we'll do is fiery. And then I think it would be cool if we use the sheet that I've just recently made and just plug in current market prices and see if anything looks profitable. Because like I could use the sheet, and if you're on North American servers, then whatever the sheet says will be applicable to you as well, because everything on the sheet's going to be cross region auction house. And it actually looked like the other day that unraveling Frostbitten Wilder cloth, at least at the time, was very profitable. I don't know what that shot is. All right. So let's see here. All right, so we've got this sheet here. Come on. So first things first, on this account, I don't have any shopping lists. So I did include a page for the shopping lists. So that new, what's going on, my friend? Welcome in. So I'm going to try for the first time importing these shopping lists and see how this works. That didn't seem... Oh. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. So we've got the crushing shopping list set up first. So the crushing shopping list is going to be the prices that are that color code. And then there are some that are both. So I have that color coded there as well. But the shopping list did not get the unlimited diamonds. Bummer. I'll have to make sure I get that updated. All right, so Alex Strazite 3.65, Malachite 4.06, Ysimrald 3.99, Notherite 4.19, Nosdorite 3.49. Silken Gem Dust, rank 3 is 2.93, rank 2 is 2.92, rank 1 is 3.0. Let's grab... Oh, you know what? I copied the crushing one, but the prospecting is on top. I should switch those positions. So now we've got the prospecting one imported. So we can get the rest of the prices updated. So rank 3, a limited diamond is 196.98. Rank 2 is 150. Rank 1 is 27.77. Queen's Ruby, 1.25. Mystic Sapphire, 1.69. Vibrant Emerald, oh, dang it, I keep messing that up. 1.54. $1.61. Oh, I didn't type that in right. 1.79. 1.88. Rank 2, 1.4. 1.04. And lastly, ore prices. 0.78, 0.51, 0.51, 58.90, 27.86, 22.0. All right. Lastly, let's just quickly do the what's it called? Unraveling prices. So just quickly import that shopping list as well. And it should be in order. So you can just quickly go through and press enter on each of the prices. So frostbitten is 3.64. Sorry, my phone's ringing. Decayed is 3.84. Singed is 9.76. Rank 3 spool is 0.63. Rank 2 is 0.62. Rank 1 is 0.68. 8.40. 9.62. 3.26. So I was trying to delay it, but I didn't catch it in time. There's an ad right now on the Twitch side, so I'm just going to wait until that's over before we continue on with this. We got 25 seconds. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Hope everyone's having a great evening. We chilling. I'm having a good evening. All right, sorry about that, Twitch people. I was trying to snooze the ads before I finished going through this, but I finished updating the prices, but didn't continue past that. By the way, that noob, you're leveling up a direct there, going to be your jewel crafter to prospect. Hell yeah, right on. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. So I don't know what part you caught. So this is a sheet that I'm gonna be making available to everybody. Just not entirely sure when. There's more stuff I want to add. So we'll see. But essentially, what I did is I went through and updated the prices in column C and column F. And all of those prices would have changed the totals in these sections. So okay, so essentially how this works is, so when we're looking at the prospecting, what this is telling you ultimately is that if you crush gems to dust, you will make profit. Ultimately, that's the important thing. Now, one thing I'm going to add is totals for what these include. So like the prospecting in particular, I prospected 10,000 ceravite ore. Out of prospecting the 10,000 ceravite ore, based off of the totals from the prior or from the prospecting session from when I created this would be the profit that I would have made based on current server prices. So this was approximately 30 minutes worth of work. So it was about 20 minutes to prospect all of the ceravite ore, and then it was about 10 minutes to crush all of the gems. Now, this could be accomplished in a shorter amount of time. I did my best to kind of approximate or kind of I rounded up these numbers a little bit just to, I think, make it a little bit more realistic. Because you could calculate true, like, gold per hour, because you could figure out exactly how long it takes to, craft or complete these crafts, like 200 of the crafts with the file of the quick hands, and just figure out a gold per hour based off of doing that math. But I don't think that's really realistic, because you're not going to be immediately starting the next one like within a millisecond, yada yada yada. So I just rounded up a few minutes on all of them. But I think for the most part, my profit per, time spent is pretty accurate. So again, this is right now on NA servers. If you were to buy rank 3 Ceravite ore, here's, again, that's the amount that I bought, or the amount that the ore that I bought, the rank. I probably should add a section here for the amount purchased. That's probably something I will do. But ultimately, the important thing is that the amount purchased doesn't necessarily matter. The important thing is this is the profit in 30 minutes. So if that's worth it to you, then regardless of what you buy, that should be, if you prospected for 30 minutes, that should be your profit. And then obviously you can see selling the gems is not worth it. So that's why it's worth crushing the gems. So then if we look at crushing right now, crushing is actually looking super lucrative. So I bought the cheapest, or when I did this crushing, I bought 10,000 of the current cheapest gem. So what this is going to do is this is going to going to autofill the price of the current cheapest rank 3 gem. So if we look over at our rank 3 gem price reference over here, it's saying Nosdorite rank 3 at 349. Just looking at the list, that's the cheapest. So that's what's here. And then this is just saying the current cheapest rank 3 gem. So the total cost, again, this is out of 10,000 crafts. So the total cost would have been 34,900 gold. After doing all the crushing, if you have, the resourcefulness and whatnot, you would make approximately 44,764 gross off of the Silken Gem Dust. It took about 30 minutes to prospect the 10,000 gems. So that's a profit, like almost 10,000 gold profit in 30 minutes, almost 20k profit an hour right now on NA servers if you were to crush rank 3 gems, specifically Nosdorite. Now, there's an important thing that I should note. I think it's actually really important that I note this. So I'm going to quickly interject and say this. When you're going through, if you're going to look at something like doing Nosdorite and you are going to, want to crush, do a session of crushing like 10,000 or 20,000, you're going to want to come in here and look and make sure that the amount that you're wanting to buy is still going to be that unit price that you are seeing just in this main menu. Because right now, like looking at the Nosdorite specifically, there's only 488 at the 3.49 gold price point. So if I wanted to do 10,000 of them, it would actually cost me 3.65. Sorry, that was 1,000. It would cost me 3.92. So you can, plug that updated price into here. So then maybe it's worth looking at Alexstrasite. Oh, well, maybe Alexstrasite you can buy 20,000 at 3 gold 65. So then it is cheaper to do it with that than the Nosdorites. And then once you update the price per on here, like I'll update this to 3.92. If we come over to the crushing side, it's now telling me the new cheapest gem is 3.65, which is the Alexstrasite. And the profit went down a little bit because the cost per gem obviously went up. So now it's only 88,000 gold. per 30 minutes. But again, you would still want to check and make sure that you can get the amount that you're wanting at that 3.65 price point. And then here's just a picture of like specifically the knowledge points that you would want to have in order to maximize this. So this little important box, clearly states like it assumes you have maxed out resourcefulness, equipment, and tools. So you would want to have the tool maxed out if you can to rank 5. I actually, when I did this, my character didn't have, it had everything, but it had a rank 4 tool. So technically, if you have a rank 5 tool, your profit should be even technically a little bit higher than what you see on this sheet. But you would want to have that tool maxed out, and again, have it enchanted with the plus 45 resourcefulness, things like that. And then obviously, again, having these knowledge points. I might add some information because another thing that is sometimes worth looking into as well is, instead of just selling the silken gem dust that you create, it might be worth actually crafting the silken gem dust into draconic files, which you would need this glassware talent tree over here filled out if you're wanting to do that. But it might just be a note that I write in here just saying, hey, might be worth looking into this, but CraftSim can tell you if that's profitable or not. And then I suppose maybe in that case, it would be worth adding a section that tells you the price per silken gem dust based off of these profits, just like how we have over here. Okay, so then looking at this side, this is for unraveling. So right now, it is actually saying that decayed wilder cloth, if you were to go through and do unraveling on that, is very profitable. Right now, it's saying 7,200 gold profit for 15 minutes spent. So for both decayed wilder cloth and frostbitten wilder cloth, I bought 10,000 of the cloth and went through and unraveled. Again, it was with the aerated file of quick hands. So it doesn't take very long to do cloth unraveling with the aerated file of quick hands. And so this is the profit that you can make approximately in 15 minutes if you were to go through and do unraveling. Here's the knowledge points that you would want to have for this. You'd also, again, want to have the tools maxed out. And then if you do any of the crafting that I do, like I do a lot of inscription stuff. So I included this column here, column R, and it just tells you the price per rousing. I mainly wanted it for frostbitten wilder cloth, but I figured I might as well just add it for the other two. Singed I don't think is ever going to be profitable. I had to waste I had to waste a shit ton of gold in order to even get any numbers on singed wilder cloth. I only bought I think I added a note here. Yeah, singed is only 2,100 instead of the 10,000 because it would have cost me like 30K to buy the singed wilder cloth. So it was bad. Singed is never going to be worth it probably for the rest of Dragonflight, but yeah, that's kind of the idea. And then I'm thinking about adding a section right here for what's it called? Inscription. So specifically milling, basically. So you could look at this and it would tell you basically if you were to mill the herb, what the price per pigment would be for you by milling it. And then you have one of two options based off of that. You can either decide, okay, I'm going to mill my own pigment and start crafting inks with it because pigments are expensive right now, or I'm going to do some milling and sell it on the auction house because pigments are expensive right now. So that'll just be another reference thing. So I'm kind of making this sheet like it's going to be relevant for me. Especially like with the prospecting slash crushing info, because it'll be nice, especially I work from home, like I've said before. So if I'm ever like, doing whatever, I can just update the prices in here and, look and see what's profitable and do some AFK crafting. So yeah. Didn't have the time or goal to level up a care with a bonus. Oh, okay. You responded to synthetic. Sheet is looking very understandable. Okay, sweet. Thank you. I'm probably going to add some more stuff to like try to make it even more understandable and clear. I'd like to try to maybe get rid of all the extra like cells, because I feel like extra cells just makes it look extra busy. But I don't know. Yeah, it looks really good. Thank you, Walknerf. Appreciate you. You as well, Necro. So yeah, and like I was saying, I did make a second copy of this. So what I can do is like I could make like the current copy how it is now, for example. I could make that available, post it in Discord, and then like if as I make additional stuff, I think I will probably want to make the inscription milling section before I post it and make it available. But I'm not sure what else I would add to this. I know somebody said enchanting and tailoring shuffle, the bracer shuffle. So that might be something I look at. And then there was a viewer. Did I stream yesterday? I don't know. Last time I streamed, Ludotji, I think. I can't remember how to spell their name. I think I pronounce. They were talking about a cooking sheet, and so I'm also happy. That point being is I'm happy if any of you like need a particular sheet or think a particular sheet would be beneficial. I'm all ears, and I'd be happy to see. Sorry, I lost my train of thought with that, but that new, by the way, I saw that imports use only English names instead of item IDs. I think it would be better to use the IDs than German clients could also use it. Interesting. So let me go to Wowhead. Oh, if I did just like the item ID specifically for the rank 3, would it only show that then too? Is that all you would need to do, that noob? Or is that all I would need to do is replace each name with just that code and it'll work? You think Auctionator can list or export with IDs? Oh, let's take a look. Oh, maybe I have to like do settings or something, or not TSM. I don't know. Let me just delete this shopping list. Okay, so it's crushing. Oops. Okay, so definitely did not recognize the item ID that I put in. In-game link, maybe that's what you need. Maybe the in-game link is what you need. I have so much trouble losing track of tabs. No, that's definitely not it. Because that's a script. Well, maybe what I'll do is at the very least, what I can do is ignore that feature request for now. Well, the very least, what I can do is look into it, right, and see if there's an option that includes it in some way, shape, or form. Because that would be nice. Well, it would be really nice if I could make it so that it, like, if I could just put the item ID so that I wouldn't have the rank 2 and rank 1 of every single item show up unless I specifically wanted it to. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Can do another round on the oh, I lost track on what was going on with the trillium bars. Uh, 462. Damn, okay. So Spirit of Harmony. Oh, they've gone down a little bit. Oh, not too far down. 462. Oof. Ouch. Right? That's painful. There we go. Oh, you would bulwark right then, wouldn't you? All right, I think it said 154. So we'll see what we get in terms of procs. So far, nothing. Oh, there's 1, 2. Okay. Hope to get at least some solid procking. Oh, there was a ×5. Nice. That's pretty solid. I would be curious about on adding to my spreadsheet. Like if you were to just go through and do like true gold transmute, like buying all the materials, just like, I don't know, like a ton of different things that you can like process, I suppose is maybe the best way to say it. Links work in Twitch or blocked. Links are blocked currently. But you can DM it on whatever it's called. It seems you use I:, ID. If you wouldn't mind maybe sending an example of like how you would write out like a specific item in Discord, that would be really convenient, because I will absolutely do that if that works, so that everybody has zero issues using it. All right. All right. We ended with 186. Pretty solid. I'll take it. That should cover, for the most part, next crafting session. We'll send it on a big old brez. Bada bing, bada boom. check in with my other servers, my other 2 servers. One of them has had some fairly solid sales here recently. This guy, he's doing my thing. He's stealing my thunder. Welcome back. So quickly checking in with all of my, well, not all of mine, but my two dudes that are on other servers. So I've had some decent luck with sales on Illidan, surprisingly. But as far as I know so far, we haven't had a whole lot of luck with Mal'Ganis, but we're about to see. Is there only one mob that can be used for that? Yeah, so for the soul farming, there's only one type of like elemental for each different soul. It's like the one that I just killed, the fire, like the fire for the fiery soul is the fire elemental. Now there might be like that specific type of fire elemental that spawns in more than just one place throughout the Dragon Isles, and wherever you kill them at doesn't matter. But that's the only type of elemental you can kill for the fire soul. And it's the same story for the other types of souls as well. Only a Ruby Panther so far on this server. Not too great. But whatever. I'm going to need to get some bags. I just realized that my bags are tiny, tiny. Okay, cool. So I think I'm going to call it a night there, my friends. I appreciate you hanging out. Definitely going to go live more this week, or at least that's the plan. Want to get that sheet available here is soon. I'd like to, and some more videos. But yeah, I thank you for hanging out. Victor Sapukia, thank you so much for the follow the other day. I'm not sure if I caught that on stream. Begasaur and Card Freak, thank you guys for the follow as well. Thank you to everybody that hung out and chatted with me tonight. Thank you to the lurkers for lurking. Necro, good night. That noob, good night. Yeah, please write me in a bit. I would appreciate that. Walknarf, thank you for hanging out. Everybody, stay happy, stay safe. We'll catch you next time. Thanks. See ya.